The story last ended with Universe 7 beating Universe 6 during the small tournament, but we all knew that it was an easy win for all of them. Before we jump into more, make sure to get this video to 300 likes and make sure to like and subscribe as well and share amongst your friends. What about the Goku Black arc? Well, as we know, there was a lot of confusion with the different timelines and the weird settings. Now Goku Black will be stronger. What I mean by this is Goku Black will be taking over this version of Goku's body, which is very dangerous. He got it from a different timeline, and I guess you can say it's another what if timeline. Before confusing anybody, long story short, he just has this version of Goku's body. So would Trunks be able to survive? Well, for plot reasons, yes, as without Trunks, the Goku Black arc would not have happened. Now Goku would have still met Goku Black, and Whis would have noted on how his energy feels a lot like this version of Goku's. It feels angelic, which worries Whis. This is when Goku and Goku Black would still have their little matchup. This time around though, Goku's not in Super Saiyan 2. He fights him in base form and the two would trade blows back and forth. While Goku Black does have a version of Goku's body. This version of Goku's body is a lot younger. By younger, I mean this version of Goku Black is roughly around the Android Saga, which is still very powerful, but unfortunately, it's not to this version of Goku, who has grown much stronger. Since he got it from a different timeline, this is before the 7-year gap before when he really got much stronger. And this version of Goku Black cannot access Ultra Instinct. I know some people would want him to, but that would make no sense for him to access it because he's too egotistical and he doesn't have the mentality. While true, it might be easier to get Ultra Instinct, it wouldn't work for him either way. You gotta have the mentality of one, and Goku Black definitely does not. But we'll get into his forms later. Now, Goku Black would still be sent back to the future timeline, and of course, Goku knows that traveling via time is completely banned. But this is a problem that is a severe problem, because he can go to any timeline he wants and cause major issues. Goku would then actually take this up to Grand Zeno. Remember, he still has the button, and he's very good friends with Zeno. Now, Goku knows to pick his words wisely, as even the Grand Priest is a little nervous about Goku telling Zeno all about this. Now, Zeno's not pleased that somebody using Goku's body, who is his friend, is abusing time. And Goku states, well, I know that Whis or you guys can't do anything, but I can. If you will allow me to find this Goku Black guy and help track him down, then I can help fight him. Now, of course, though, Zeno states, well, time travel is not allowed unless we permit you, and Goku's confused. Now, the Kai of Time, as we know, is from Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1. She, basically, her name is Corona, she takes care of all the different timelines all around different realities, which is a big job to have. And Zeno states that is the only way that you will have permitted access to go and stop this chaos. Goku says, no problem at all. So, Zeno would then transport Goku. Now, Goku is now set in Canton City, where, as we know, this is where Xenoverse 2 is stationed at currently, and this is where Goku can help with Elder Kai and the Supreme Kai of Time. Corona, she can help Goku. Now, she was already informed by Grand Zeno everything about what happened, and Whis and Beerus was there as well just to see it go down. Now, Goku would go to Future Trunks' timeline, look for Goku Black, and very quickly he would find them. Now, Goku would have his rematch with Goku Black this time around, as Trunks would help Goku by providing support if he needs it. But unfortunately, Trunks is way outclassed, as Goku Black is only growing stronger the more Goku fights him because he's getting accustomed to the body. Now, this is when Goku Black would then showcase the fruits of his power, and he would then tap into Super Saiyan Rose. Now, this version of Rose is actually stronger than his original self. The aura is a bit more angelic looking, a bit more of a whitish color. Now, Goku Black is absurdly strong, way stronger than any character from the Black Arc is. Goku now knows that he does not need to hold back, and he knows he needs to kill Goku Black. If he does not, there should be problems. This is when Zamasu would reveal himself, and Goku Black already jumped around different timelines, and he already got the version of Zamasu who wished himself for immortality, which is causing even more of a headache, because Goku now cannot kill him because he's immortal, unless he uses the Super Dragon Balls again to remove immortality, but that's a whole other headache on top of that, because now they have to find it and then make the wish. But Goku knows that there's a few ways that he might be able to do something. He made up a plan with Zeno, and in case anything got too severe, he can use the Zeno button to technically bring that timeline Zeno to that time to kill Goku Black and Zamasu. And then the Supreme Kai of Time, she would have to try to do her magic and maybe bring Trunks to a copy of that timeline. And it's all a huge headache, and there's no way to really get out of it, but that's the best way that they can do for now. But Goku does have other options that he might be able to try and do. Now, cutting forward, we would then have Goku continuing to battle Goku Black, and Trunks is battling Zamasu. Now, Trunks would still have his Rage moment, and he would unlock Super Saiyan Rage, easily being stronger than Zamasu. Zamasu has no chance, but his immortality is keeping him going. Now, with Goku, he was overpowering Goku Black, even though he was in Rose, because Goku tapped into Ultra Instinct. And because he's in Ultra Instinct, he is way too powerful for Goku Black, easily overpowering him as Goku's at his full strength. Though Zamasu, aka Goku Black, is getting stronger, he would then bring out his Scythe, the Scythe of Sorrow, and he would try to cut in different realities, bringing multiple versions of him. This is when Goku would power up even further, tapping into true Ultra Instinct, and he would easily overpower each Goku Black in his way, and Goku has enough, as he would then put his hands together, and he would then yell out, Hakai. And he completely erases Goku Black. Shocking everybody, even Beerus and Whis, who was there by the way, they were watching, keeping this version of Supreme Kai safe, as, you know, if he dies, then Beerus dies as well. Beerus is keeping him close so he can protect him if need be. But Beerus was shocked that Goku knew this ability, and Whis would laugh and state, well, he's been learning a lot more. Long story short, he's kind of been breaking into Beerus' secret chambers, and he's been looking at the scrolls of teachings of gods of destruction. And he did learn how to use the Hakai ability. It's only natural for him, and this is plausible because Goku, in normal, he was able to do this. Why can't Goku with angelic power do it as well? And way more potential. Now that Goku Black was completely erased, Zamasu knows that he cannot beat them all on his own because he'll just keep on getting trounced around. Now, Beerus or Goku cannot Hakai Zamasu, because Zamasu is protected under the Super Dragon Balls. Only Zeno can erase this version of Zamasu. But they can restrain him. So after taking any time rings that he does have, Goku himself would then put powers of Ki around Zamasu, trapping him, and they would then bring him all the way to Zeno himself. Zeno would completely erase Zamasu, and this would then save the timeline. It would also save the Supreme Kai of Time a lot of headache, because she thought she would have to make a copy of the same timeline and do all this and that. That really did stress her out. Now, even though Trunks did kind of break rules, Goku does owe it to Trunks, because Trunks still helped him out. So in return, through the Supreme Kai of Time, they were sent back to his future timeline, but they would then go to the other world since they can travel there. And in return, Goku would then meet his other self. And he would meet all of the Z Fighters who died. Everybody. That version of Goku was so happy to see his version of himself and see how strong he was, he kind of wants a little one-on-one if that's okay. And Goku would instantly accept. He's never fought himself before. And Beerus states, we don't have time to be sitting here fighting ourselves, we gotta go. But this is when that version of Goku would then transform into a Super Saiyan 3, which he's never seen before, and battle Goku. Now Goku was in base form blocking with a finger, it wasn't even that much of a struggle, but he was amazed at how strong he is. He would then teach him all about God Ki within a few moments, explaining that if 5 Saiyans gather around each other, you can give the power of God energy. And this blew Goku away. He never knew about it, and he states, be ready for any other threat that might come your way, and continue training like never before. And in return, Whis would then bring them all back to life. Bulma, Chi-Chi, Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Piccolo, this will bring back Kami, and the Dragon Balls. Everybody will be brought back to life, even Vegeta. And Trunks was more delighted than ever, as he actually had a moment with his real father, Vegeta. And Vegeta would tell him, as he's a lot more mature acting because he's been around Goku, he says, I've been watching you, son, and I'm more proud than you can even imagine. I'm truly proud of you. And Trunks would then hug his father for the first time, crying, as Bulma was happy to see her boy was alive and she's stronger than ever. So, after all the Z Fighters from Trunks' future timeline were brought back to Earth, since the Dragon Balls are back, they would then use the Dragon Balls to wish back everybody that was killed on planet Earth via the androids and Goku Black. Now, Kami would then explain to Piccolo that they need to get rid of the past problems that they had, and they would have already fused. Now, this would mean that there would need to be a new person for the Dragon Balls, since there is none, but they could always use the Dragon Balls before, and before they wish any people back, they could wish a person of Namekian, aka Namekian, to be brought here. So you could even have Dende if you wanted. Now it's up to you. Now anyway, cutting back, they would then all go back to their current timelines and everything would then go back to normal. Goku would take a breath of fresh air as that was really confusing, but he's happy that future Trunks now has the life that he deserves, because without it, he would have been very alone. Well, he did have Mai, but that's it. Nobody else. And Whis was proud of Goku for what he did, as after reporting everything to the Grand Minister and to Zeno, Zeno would let it all go, and he would say, oh, it's no problem, you did a good job. But no more of this time travel stuff, okay? Even though you approved, I still don't like it. He said, no problem. Now that was all done, the Grand Priest would then meet with Goku and tell him about the Tournament of Power, which will be happening within the next few days. He would then explain to gather your strongest warriors, and we will prepare to go after. And Goku would agree. He was very excited for this. Goku would get everybody that he knows, getting everybody as strong as they are, as Beerus was very cocky, and he was very confident, because who's stronger than Goku? I mean, Goku's the strongest guy here. Now, this is when we would have Goku still go to hell. And this version of Goku would go to Cell. Finding Cell, who was just trapped in hell fighting, doing his normal thing. He wasn't trapped like how Frieza was, because Frieza was completely diabolical. He would not find Frieza. He would find Cell, who would challenge Goku to a match first, and they would trade a few blows. Goku was still far stronger than Cell, although Cell has gotten a lot stronger. And Goku would then offer Cell for a chance to come fight for the tournament. Cell would actually agree, as the idea of fighting other people sounds exciting. Cell by this point has grown past that stupid thing that Gero made him for, to kill Goku and to take over the planet and do whatever. He doesn't care for that. Although he's not a super nice guy, he's not completely evil as well. He doesn't want to kill weak people or innocent people because, frankly, they're not truly worth his time in general, but he's not going to outright protect them either. Cell just wants to fight the strongest people and grow stronger himself. That's all he wants. He's just like a normal Saiyan, which Goku can respect it, so Cell will be brought along, much to everybody's dismay. But Cell's a lot more of a game player than everyone else, as he's a lot more of a team player as well, on top of Frieza. Once when they were all brought to the Turn of Power, it's the same exact cast as before. Unfortunately, this time around, the effect of the Turn of Power will be way one-sided towards Universe 7. Because of the fact you have beings like Raditz, who Raditz by this point does have Super Saiyan 2, and more. You also have version of Gohan, who does have Mystic. Vegeta is tapped into a new form, but he has Blue Evolution. Goku, enough said. And you have Cell. Cell is actually one of the strongest people there. He's actually relative to the likes of Gohan and in between Vegeta, but Cell has some stuff up his sleeve that he's been saving. Remember, Cell has been dead for a very long time. Cell's been training a lot in Hell, growing stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, this is when Cell would then face off against Hit, as the two would then have their little matchup here and there, but then they would break off, as then Jiren would then go after Hit. Now, Goku wants to fight Jiren first, as Jiren did knock out Hit, unfortunately, and during the match of Kefla, this is when I think Gohan would actually fight Kefla himself. Gohan's been training alongside Piccolo and Raditz. He's been growing stronger and stronger as well. His potential's gotten even higher. That Gohan has been learning some new powers. Now, just to point something out, Bra and Vegeta Jr. and even Raditz's child, which I would like to call them Ranch, they would not be there as they're too young. So just to make that clear for everybody, they're way too young. There's no reason for them to be there right now. And you only need to have the big dogs there. But they're still strong in their own right. Now, this is when Gohan, who was fighting against Kefla, was starting to get overpowered. Even though he was in the Mystic form, he has trained and gotten a lot stronger. But this is when Gohan, with enough power within Mystic and the help of Piccolo, he would be able to knock out Kefla, defeating her. This is when Toppo would then step in and begin fighting Gohan. And while Gohan is in Mystic, he is being overpowered by Toppo. This is when Gohan would then power up to a new strength that they've never seen before. Or have they? Gohan would then transform into Ultra Instinct. I know. This is because Gohan has versions of the Angelic Key. He's 1/4. But he has enough to make it possible for him to even tap into it. Though this is the extremely early stages of it, he only learned how to tap into it as Goku has been teaching him and helping him. Whis notes about this as he's been helping Gohan as well, though it's incomplete. This is autonomous Ultra Instinct or Ultra Instinct sign. Now Gohan would overpower Toppo, forcing Toppo to then transform into his God of Destruction form. But now Gohan realizes that while true Ultra Instinct is an incredible power, it's not fitting his mentality. Now that Gohan was being pushed back, he would then think about his wife and his children. Yes, Gohan has his own child, Pan and everybody else. Y'all know about that? Okay. Gohan would snap and transform into Beast form, which is stronger than Ultra Instinct's sign because of his power. Gohan decides that he cannot continue training like his father and being like him. He needs to fight like an Earthling more and tap into a new power. And Beast is a new form. While some people might be disappointed that Gohan did not follow the route of Ultra Instinct, he did try, and he can tap into it. But he doesn't want it. He wants to go his own path, as he cannot be exactly like Goku. That would make no sense. Now this was done, Gohan would easily overpower Toppo, and then this is when the fight with Jiren would then take place. Now Goku would call out Jiren, as the Gods of Destruction don't know, other than of course Champa and Beerus, they don't really know how strong Goku is. And Goku was excited to showcase the fruits of his training, and also Zenkai's gotten from fighting Goku Black, to showcase his new power. This is when Goku would then begin fighting Jiren. Unfortunately, even though Jiren went into his full power state and bulked up in size, even going Limit Breaker, wouldn't be enough. Goku is far too powerful. Goku can beat Jiren within one shot if he wanted to. But Goku wants to make a statement, as then Zeno was actually getting bored. Zeno thinks it's really cool for Goku to be how strong he is, but it's boring though. Like Zeno wants to see Goku really fight. Zeno has an idea. Why doesn't the angel, an angel they're choosing, step in to fight? After the Tournament of Power ends, there's the bonus round. Goku can fight the Gods of Destructions and the Angels, which would shock everybody as they were not expecting this. Angels are not allowed to fight mortals, but if Zeno says so, then they have to. Gods of Destruction, they were fine with it because they don't know how strong Goku is, but Beerus and Champa were a little bit terrified. But they would be happy to try. They think if all of them team up on Goku, he can't fight them all at the same time. That's impossible. Now Goku was getting fired up seeing that, as Goku cannot wait to do this. Jiren was knocked out of the ring, as Universe 7 would just blitz through everybody. And Cell, even though Cell would fight Anilaza, Cell would then showcase his new power, and he would transform into Super Saiyan God. Or I guess you could say Perfect God, as that would be a perfect form for Cell. Now, his aura would be like of a Super Saiyan God, but it'll be a more of a greenish red color, fitting Cell's aesthetic. As you could make him like Golden Cell, which is like from Frieza, but that wouldn't make any sense. So Cell would have his own version of God form, and Cell's very, very strong. He could actually push back base Jiren, but of course, when Jiren powers up, he would overpower Cell. Now that that was won, all the universes would then be sent back, as Goku would basically tell Gohan it's your wish. Since Gohan was team leader, this would Gohan would then wish all the universes back. Now it's time for the final tournament, as all the universes were all brought back, they were all in the stands and they were watching. The Grand Priest would then make a bubble around the broken Tournament of Power so it can protect the other people around them. As Goku has never gone full power before, other than with Whis. And Goku was holding back against Whis. What do I mean by this? The reason why Goku was holding back against Whis is because they were not in the protective shield barrier, and Goku was afraid that he would break it, and also he didn't want to destroy the entire universe with Whis. And also, angels are not allowed to fight mortals that much. So Goku knew that if he used too much power, they could get noticed, and that would cause a lot of problems. But for the first time, Goku will go all out. The first set of contenders was all the Gods of Destruction, who a lot of them don't have good teamwork. We'll look into that in a minute. They would then all gang up on Goku fighting him, which Goku and Ultra Instinct would then dodge all of their attacks. Now, Goku notes, while they are very powerful, they don't have good coordination because they're so egotistical, and as well, they're also not the best at working together. A lot of them don't like each other and they have rivals and stuff like that, so they're not really good. Same with Beerus and Quintessa, or whatever that is. So, unfortunately, Goku would take them out one by one, the weakest to the strongest, taking out Champa and more. Now, Beerus was one of the last people remaining, as Goku would easily overpower all the gods of destruction, defeating them, as even their Hakai abilities won't work, and Goku won. Now, just from fighting them alone, Goku has gotten stronger. Now, remember what I told you, that Goku on his own has been sneaking off, learning stuff about the gods of destruction. While Goku has been following the angel route, he has learned everything that he can from the angel side, as there's not much more you can add. But there's something on the other side too. Goku has learned everything about angels, learning their divinity, the soothing, calm, and peaceful, almost like a river. But the gods of destruction route is more like lava, crashing, powerful, burning, chaos. What if you blended the two together to make something impenetrable? Something that is perfect for destruction and the fluidity of the angelic side, with the power of a god of destruction. When the angels were then tasked to fight Goku, they would then send one first, as it was Vados, who's actually stronger than Whis. She would begin fighting Goku, and Goku was beginning to learn. The Grand Priest was shocked to see this. Is he doing what I think he's doing? Is he really going to learn that power? As the Grand Priest is the only person who knows how to use this ability. You see, a being can only hold the primordial power of angelic and god of destruction. Now there is the power of a Kai, but that's way below it. The angelic side is a being of love, care, soothing, but it can be powerful as well. The god of destruction is raw power, egotistical strength. No mortal can blend the two together. That's why he separated them, and Zeno separated them himself, making gods of destruction and the angels. That is the reason why when he made the Grand Priest was the only perfect creation to have both. That is why he's above everybody, and he is the strongest fighter in the universe, other than Grand Zeno, in terms of power. But the Grand Priest is staring in utter shock as Goku is beginning to learn how to tap into that for himself, utilizing both. That's not possible. He's immortal. But Goku is able to learn this. As the gods were watching in shock as well, even Zeno was surprised seeing this. He was excited because this was all a test and it's working out beautifully. He will be as strong as the Grand Priest potentially. As Goku would then fully utilize, as all the angels would gang up on him, the perfected power of divinity. Goku is now controlling the power such as the Prime Minister does, which is nearly omnipotent but not. Goku's hair was now flashing. This hair was a mixture of beautiful white strands of hair with the dark reddish purple of Destroyer energy. Goku would then have the symbol of the angels around his neck, and behind it as well with the Grand Priest symbol, but he would also have the three marks going down his chest to his stomach, showcasing the Destroyer icon. As Goku would then open his eyes, one pupil was glowing purple, and the other one was glowing a whitish color. A silver eye. Goku has now tapped into a power that we have never seen before. Goku would easily fight all of the angels, though he was still struggling though, as the angels all teaming up are in perfect unity, but he was winning. Goku would overpower all the angels and defeat them, as it was the last one remaining was Whis. Whis' eyes would then glow as he would hit Goku with everything that he had, as he was so proud of him and how strong he's grown. Goku would thank Whis for everything that he's done, and then Goku would then revert back to base form, as Goku won. Grand Zeno would then fix everything, healing everybody, and Goku could not have been more excited, as Goku was now the full winner of all the 12 universes. Everybody was in shock to see Goku use that power, as even Vegeta asked him, "How did you use that?" And Goku states, "I have no idea." And then after the tournament, Goku could not access that power anymore. He thinks that being pushed to the limit like that made that power come out. But for now, he can only use Ultra Instinct. He can't use that God of Destruction power no more or anything, because he has to mix it with his angelic power. He doesn't know how to anymore, though. It was by accident. But Goku was really excited, as now that's a new goal for him to strive for. Now, since Frieza was never brought back, what about Broly? Oh, and what about Cell? Well, Cell would actually be given his life back, and Cell would not be evil. Cell would just be a fighter. He would travel around the universe, fighting people of his choosing, growing stronger and stronger, but Cell would not kill innocent people anymore, nor cause chaos for no reason. Cell just wants to explore the universe, and he'll come back to challenge Goku one day when he's stronger. Now, what about Broly? Well, the effects of Broly would end a little bit differently, as if Chi-Lai and Lemo did find Broly by accident, but even if Broly somehow made it to Earth, it wouldn't have mattered, because Goku would have easily overpowered Broly and defeated him. Even Vegeta could have beaten Broly on his own, even Gohan as well. So Broly would either be on planet Vampa still with Paragus, or for a good ending for Broly, I'm going to go down the route that he would show up to Earth. Paragus would have tried sicking Broly on Vegeta, but we know how that would have went. Broly would have been pushed to Akari, but he would have been defeated by Goku or Vegeta, who would have powered up. And Chi-Lai would have also broken the remote. This would have then made either Paragus submit and give up, and Goku being so strong, he might have convinced Paragus, and Broly would have lived on Earth. Now that all the Saiyans were technically on Earth, Broly would just stay with Chi-Lai and Lemo, as they do like it on Earth. It is very peaceful. Paragus being there as well, he'll just accept his fate and he'll stay on Earth, and he'll kind of get rid of the grudge that he has against Vegeta. After this was done, what about the Granola and Gas arc? Well, the Granola and Gas arc was really only instigated by Frieza, and even if they decided to make the wish to become the most powerful being in the universe, that means that they would have to surpass Goku. And unfortunately, even though Granola has a longer life, he would have died if he would have met Goku. He would have been turned into bones and ash because Goku was so strong. Even if they were stronger than Goku for that first minute, it wouldn't have mattered because they would have died. And if Gas would have made the same wish, he would have died as well. And if they would have tried fighting Goku, they would have lost. And they even had people like Vegeta and Gohan there as well. Yeah, unfortunately, they would have had no problem. Now, what about Frieza? There's no Black Frieza since Frieza is still stuck in hell. Now, as for Cell, Cell's doing his thing traveling around the universe. He does come by Earth every now and again to fight Goku, and he gets beaten up, but he still comes by. And other than that, that is it. We will not be tapping into Dragon Ball Daima because the show is not officially completed yet, so I'm not going to go into it. But even if I did, we know what would happen. Even though Goku would be turned into a kid, he is so strong that he could overpower anybody in his way. The Demon Realm would have no chance against this version of Goku. And that is it for this series, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that the Goku Black arc was a little bit confusing with Corona, aka the Supreme Kai of Time, fixing things. That's what she initially thought until Goku made up a new plan with Zeno. So that's what she initially thought. So I know it sounded confusing. But anyway, if you guys have made it this far, do hashtag made it in the comment section. Thank you all so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Let's get to 50,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.